What is happening out of the park, baseball fans? How is everybody doing? I'm so happy to be here tonight with our good friend, the great Gus Ramsey. Gus, how are you, sir?
Hi, Rich. I am very well, thank you, and ready for some Friday night baseball.
That's right. It's time for GnR Run the Mets. Gus Ramsey at the helm, Rich pushing the buttons. The 2020 New York Mets. Um, Gus, as we speak today, let's just go right into it, right? Like no time like the present. As we speak today, our New York Mets are sitting at 27 and 16 with a very healthy 628 winning percentage. And we are 3 games behind the red hot Philadelphia Phillies. We are in playoff position. Granted, it's only the middle of May, so the playoffs. It's nice to know where you sit, but we're not talking. We're not printing playoff tickets yet. So Gus, just coming into tonight, how are you feeling about this about the Mets?
I think it's instructive when you look kind of at the middle of that page right there, and you look at the pitching leaders and then the team roster with the lineup. And you look at the lineup and you see the production we're getting almost completely top to bottom, certainly 1 through 6, is pretty ridiculous at this point, um, that those guys are all performing that way. And then you look just to the left and you see DeGrom at a 3.65, Syndergaard at a 4.88, Matt's at a 6.65.
Mm.
Porcello is a high fives, Stroman's a high fives. So as is often the case in Mets history, um, either the pitching's really good or the hitting's really good, but not always together. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Early in April, we had a little bit of that going, but the pitching has definitely receded, and certainly we don't anticipate the offense to continue to perform this way. So at some point, the pitching has got to round into shape a little bit because we know the bats will cool off to some degree.
Very good. Yes, very good. And good to see everybody here tonight. Good to see you. What's going on in Fabic, Clocks, Bender, all you guys are great community members out there. What's going on? Greetings. So here we are, Gus. The schedule is interesting. We've got 9 games between us and a really intense set of games, a series against the Phillies and the Dodgers taking place from May 26th to the 31st. There's 9 games between then and here, and I think our goal tonight is to get from here to that game on the 26th against the Phillies, right?
Yes, that's definitely the goal tonight. We had a huge win at the end of that series in Arizona last week,
Yep.
to kind of feel a little bit good because it was not a great road trip and not a great homestand prior to that. So hopefully, with these first four against the Pirates, we'll get the ball rolling. And then, yeah, I'm not sure where I want to play. I guess let's sim the first couple here with Pittsburgh and see how we're feeling. And if we win, we'll keep going. And if we
Okay.
lose, we all need to jump in and try to
All
right the
right.
ship against the Buccos.
Very good. Let's do it. So we're going to go right to play the game unless you want to stop and look at lineups and stuff first, or if you want to get in and just take care of business in the game itself.
Yeah, we'll take care of business in the game. We
Okay.
don't have Brendan Nimmo right now. He's out for about another week or two. Um, but I think what I definitely want to do is JD Davis is 10 for his last 20, I think, with three
He's
homers.
red hot, that's for
So,
sure.
so JD is going to replace, well, Lowry's done well since coming back up. So let's take a look here. Conforto is going to have to play center. McNeil has to play right. Cespedes isn't exactly lighting the world on fire just yet. So let's put Davis in for Cespedes, and we'll put JD in left field there. Uh, and I'm gonna leave him down there in the 7 spot,
Okay.
because it's a nice long lineup right now. So nothing wrong with having a red hot hitter a little deeper in your lineup too. And Marcus Stroman somehow is 4-1 with a 5.74 ERA, which goes to show that wins are highly overrated in the game of baseball.
Hmm.
Uh, but I'd much rather see him give us if he can give us 7 innings and 2 runs tonight, he gets star of the game. Let's see what he's got in him.
All right. So that's the lineup. We're going to go ahead and start the game, and we're going to simulate all the way through, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So here we go. We are going to simulate the game. Let's go, Mets. 7-2 victory for the Mets. I like that, Gus. Alonso, 3 for 4. A
And
single, a double, and a homer.
I see a bunch of RBIs next to JD. Did he go yard?
J.D. Davis had 3 RBIs and did hit a home run. Wait, no. Yes, he did in the third inning off of Keller with 2 on. Gus, putting the guy in the bat, and it pays off instantly. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, everybody from 3 on down, very productive. Ahmed still can't buy a hit. Stroman close. I asked for 7 innings and 2 runs. He gave me 6.
I mean, you'll take 6 innings,
Oh,
6
yeah.
full and 2 earned every single time, right?
Yep.
5 and 1.
And Walk has been weird for us this year. He's given us. He's either really really good or really really bad. But 2 innings from him and an inning from Wilson, not really having to go to the well too deep into the bullpen. That's nice. So that's a good start. Let's keep rolling.
That is a great start. That is a great start. All right, so here we go. We'll finish today. Play the next game. Here's your lineup. Let's head into the lineup page.
So we got Mr. DeGrom and Trevor Williams, who's a solid arm, but not off to a good start here for the Buccos.
Yeah.
So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to stick JD in left for Yoenis. And I'm going to give Ahmed a day off, and let's stick Jimenez in there at short.
Oh, boy.
And I know that Jake doesn't like to pitch to Wilson Ramos too much, but we're going to leave him in there today. So, yep, we're good to go with that lineup.
All right. So we are going to once again simulate the game. The Mets win 5-0, 3 hits. Was it a shutout? It was. Complete game shutout for DeGrom.
119 pitches. We let him air it out today. And so
Wow.
that's fantastic. Ramos responds by giving us 2 hits. Robbie Cano with homers in consecutive games.
Hitting 350 for the season, Gus.
JD picks up another knock. Jimenez with 2 hits in there.
Oh, boy. You know he's playing again tomorrow.
Yeah, look. These are the Pirates. We should be.
This is a 4-game series, too. So
yeah,
we got the first 2.
Yeah, I like it. Gonna keep an eye on Lowry now. He's 0 for the series so far. So maybe in the next game I'll play Cespedes, put Davis at third, and give Lowry a day here. But Jacob has been a little hit and miss when I haven't managed his games, but fantastic today. 10 strikeouts.
Yeah.
And then the ground out flyouts, 13 ground balls and 10 strikeouts. We love that. That means that slider was working.
Yeah. No kidding. Fantastic. All right, let's take a look at the standings here. Uh-oh. Got an achievement. DeGrom putting up zeros. Complete game shutout.
He's going to put that achievement right next to his 2 Cy Youngs.
Let's take a look at the standings real quick. We picked up a game on the Phillies.
By the way, you're hitting on one of my very sensitive talking points about baseball when people say complete game shutout. You can't throw a shutout unless it's a complete game.
That is fair.
You can throw 7 shutout innings, but
right.
In order to get credit for a complete shutout, you have to pitch a complete game. So all you baseball fans out there, and I'm talking to you in the chat, don't say grand slam home run and don't say complete game shutout.
Got it.
You can say a team has 8 complete game shutouts on the season because that's different than a team having 12 shutouts. But when you're talking about an individual, anyway, I'm off my pedestal now.
I'm glad you said it, Gus. Thank you, because I would hate to say things that would bother you for the whole series. That would upset me a lot. Well, so I'm glad you said that.
I got a feeling shutouts aren't going to be coming up too often.
Hey, we just got one. You never know.
Yeah, I will say we've got a couple of complete games under our belt, I believe. Didn't we get one from Noah earlier this year? Did Jake? Is that Jake's second?
I don't even know where to look at that.
Look on pitching.
Yeah.
Game start. Oh,
Where's
that's
complete games?
maybe
I
not. Maybe,
it's
maybe
I
I'm
know
not.
it's in here. It's just which view is it?
Yeah,
Probably pitching
secondary stuff.
two. Here it is,
No.
complete games. So there have been two complete games, both by
Okay,
DeGrom, and
thanks.
that's it,
There we go. All right,
and one shutout.
there we go. All right, so we're rolling along. So let's move on. Let's finish the day,
All right.
and we're definitely going to put Davis in for Lowry. Chris Archer on the mound. Let's give so put JD in there in the 2 hole, and let's just leave him there, and then put Jimenez back in there for Rosario. Yep.
Rosario benched the second day in a row. He's a little upset. Jimenez taking the opportunity to play.
And if you're hitting a buck 60 something, you don't
Can't be
get the right to
complaining.
get.
He's
Yeah,
grousing
but
anyway, though. He's
yeah,
grousing.
uh, that's right. I have instilled in my locker room, uh, you perform, you play,
There you
and
go.
so he's
That's
got
how
no
it is.
place to grouse, and the team is winning. So
That's
you
right.
know, Rousey understands Mets baseball the Ramsey way.
I like it. All right. Are
All
you
right,
ready?
Mr. Syndergaard. Yeah.
Is
Chris
that
Archer, he's off to a nice year here, 3-2, the 327. I'm going to predict a low scoring affair here, but the Mets are going to sneak it out.
and you're good with Nito at the catcher
Yeah.
spot?
Yeah.
All right. Here
Ramos
we
needs
go. We are going to simulate the game. And the Mets win again, 10-2. They've taken the first three of a four-game set, Gus.
Robbie
Robbie
Cano.
Cano,
Good Lord. Three,
6 RBI.
3 straight games with a homer.
Cespedes with a home run.
Cespedes after a little couple days off there. And Jimenez, 2 for 5.
Jimenez, could it be? Could he be sealing his spot as the starter?
Cespedes with a double. How many total hits? 14 hits, 6 walks. And let's see what Mr. Syndergaard did on the mound.
He only went 7 1/3, 2 earned, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts, 111 pitches. That is a well-deserved 5th victory of the season for Thor.
And even dropped down a sacrifice bunt there. McNeil picked up a stolen base. We turned a couple double plays. This is exactly what we needed to do against these
Wow.
Buccos.
No kidding.
And Robbie Cano.
Grand Slam achievement.
I'm tempted.
Picked up another game, Gus. We're only 1 back of the Phillies now.
I'm tempted to give Robbie a day off, but he's so freaking hot. But you're always kind of pushing your luck with him being out there every day. But let's see what we got. So we got going for the sweep here. We're feeling good. We're 30-16.
You got Mad Bum looming tomorrow.
Yeah. So you know what? So Robbie's going to sit tomorrow against Mad Bum. So we're going to play him today.
All right.
As we go for the sweep here.
Now, are we going to manage this game or are we going to simulate this game?
No, I think we've come this far. We're going to keep just looking at the lineup and going from there. So
yeah, no problem with that.
So here's what we're going to do. And we're going to give our old friend Mr. Nunez a spot start here.
All right.
He's going to go into second base for Robbie.
Oh, so Cano is out today. Okay.
Yeah.
So Cano's going to sit for 2 days in a row.
No, I'm sorry. Yep, no, put him back in. I screwed up my own thoughts because he's sitting tomorrow. Yeah. So McNeil, Jimenez is going to get another start at shortstop.
Oh boy,
he's performing.
He is, absolutely. No, I'm glad. It's a very interesting narrative that's developing.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, didn't at no more than 6 days ago Rosario have like the most at bats on the team? I think.
Yeah. And JD goes back in for Lowry in the 2-hole.
It's not like he hasn't had every opportunity.
Yep. And we got Porcello on the mound. He has not been great.
Nope.
And they've got Chris Stratton, who is running, unfortunately, up against our offense right now. This feels like a 9-7 Mets win.
I like it. I like it a lot. Is that what we're going to get? Are you ready to start it?
I'm ready.
And we're ready to simulate the whole thing. Here we go. Is it a 4-game sweep? It is 10-3, a thumping victory again. The Mets take care of business at Citi Field and sweep the Pirates
Did
in a
Robbie Cano hit another
4-game
homer?
series. My goodness.
Cano had 3 hits.
Cespedes with his second home run, a 3-run shot.
3 more homers.
McNeil a 2-run home run, and Ramos the solo shot.
And Jimenez 2 more hits.
Wow. He's hitting 348 now. Scored a run, drove in a run, walked, 2 hits. He's got to be classified as on fire at this point. And pitching, Porcello gets the job done. 6 innings, 3 hits, the definition of a quality start. And then the bullpen picks us up with Waka and Bratch throwing 3 combined shutout innings.
Apparently, Waka pitches every day. Turned 3 double plays behind Porcello as well, so he had the sinker working. Look, that's what you got to do against the bad teams. We needed to come in and just step on the Pirates, and
Boy, did we! Wow.
And let's look at Can we just look at the schedule real quick and do some mathematics there on that 4-game series? Seems like we scored a lot of runs.
We did. We scored 32 runs in 4 games. That's pretty good.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
So now it's
Oh, did we tie with the Phillies? Did I miss that? There we go. Look who's in first place, Gus Ramsey.
Who did the Phillies just lose a bunch of games in a row to? Let's click on them.
Look who's in first place.
Let's click on their schedule. Cardinals and Dodgers, it looks like.
They lost 2 out of 3 to the Cardinals and the first game against the Dodgers.
And now they go to the Dodgers.
That's right.
So we got a chance to even position ourselves a little more. All right. So now,
look at that. Boy, oh boy. That's a really nice way to kick off a stream, Gus. Yeah. 4-game winning streak.
Happy Friday, everybody.
I like it. What's going on, everybody? Hello. Good to see everybody in here.
So we got Mad Bum on the mound in this first one.
Yeah, let me finish today here real quick.
Yeah.
All right,
so we are down to Mr. Stroman again. Yeah, so the lefty lineup will be interesting here. So
let's see here. What do we got going on? Let's just go to the lineups for the game, all right?
Yeah, we got Nimmo out for another week still. All right, so the lineup against the lefties. Let's see.
This could be. Do you want to play this game, or do you want to keep simming?
I think we'll keep simming.
Okay.
I don't know if I or the chat can handle the Steven Matz start right now.
That's a good point. We have definitely had our share of Matz recently, so I'm good with that.
So JD needs to be in the game. So JD is going to go in for Lowry, and then flip JD and Lowry and Nunez defensively.
Wait, put JD at third?
Yeah.
Nunez at second? Okay.
Yep. And, I know Robbie's red hot, but he is a creaky old man, and he will get injured at some point. So I got to rest him somewhere. So I might as well do it against the lefty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tempted to keep Jimenez in there, but I'm going to go with Rosario in there as well against the lefty. But I'm certainly not going to hit him too. So switch JD and Ahmed. Yeah.
Ahmed feeling the pressure. Jimenez, the youngster, wants to be out there, but understands the situation.
Well, we talked last week. Remember when Conforto was facing Mad Bum, and I brought up the time when he ruined Conforto's entire year. So I don't want to do that to Jimenez yet.
Right.
I do want to move Cespedes up in front of Conforto though in the lineup.
All
So
right, so
Cespedes
Cespedes in
5.
front of Conforto.
Yep.
Cespedes has 3 home runs or two. He's got
Uh,
two. Okay.
he's got two, but he had two in that last series. And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
drop Rosario down to 8.
Okay.
McNeil on right. JD's at third. Pete, Ramos, Cespedes. Yeah. It's funny. We kind of have gotten away with Conforto in center field
Uh huh.
so far. I think he's a 40 rated center fielder in the game. So not great. But before we came online, I was considering bringing up Marisnik with Nimmo out, and thought, well, JD had been hot, so I want to keep JD in the game, and the only way to really do that is to commit to Conforto in center.
Right.
So far so good. All right, a couple lefties on the mound here, Matz and Mad Bum.
All
One has
right.
been very good, and one is not so much.
We're gonna simulate the whole game. Can the streak continue? The answer is yes, it can. The Mets win
4 in the ninth.
7-6 with 4 runs
4
in
in
the
the
ninth
ninth.
inning. A stunning come from behind when Wilson Ramos jumps on a 2-2 fastball for a 3-run home run to win it. Oh my
Holy cow!
goodness.
Off of who? Who's
This
the
Gus is this one is on the forever highlight reel. You're going to see that home run for a
Conforto
long
homers
time.
off of Mad Bum
Yes, he did.
in a game in which the Mets get 13 hits. Rosario gets none. But
And he
Pete
leaves 4 on base as well.
McNeil quietly just getting 2 hits every single day. And look, there's an error by Conforto.
Oh, there
So
you go.
but apparently didn't cost us too bad. Let's scroll down to the pitching. That's
So
not bad. And then Edwin Diaz does what Edwin Diaz does. And Betances, like our 2 good relievers, not great. But
wow.
Wilson, who's been pretty bad this year, apparently got a couple big outs, and then Lugo threw 18 pitches to get 2 outs, but he did it.
Wow. I'm excited and we didn't see anything. That's amazing. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. They'll be talking about that one forever. 4 runs in the ninth to win 7-6. Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow. All right. And we pick up another game on the Phillies, who continue to lose. Gus, we're in first place by a full game all of a sudden.
Well, they're playing the Dodgers, so life is tough for them. Let's click on our info page real quick.
I am absolutely stunned in a good way.
Yeah, can look at all of our offensive totals are climbing
Very
back
high.
up a bit. And look, the Pythagorean has us at 27 and 21, and we're 32 and 16. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take all the credit.
Yes, you should.
Doing things like sticking Jimenez in there and JD in there, and all of that is paying off. We're 2-0 in extra innings. We're somehow 16 and 3 in 1-run games.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's sustainable, but we'll take it for now.
Hey, every game counts. Put it in the books, right? 18 and 8 in April and 10 and 7 in May. Just we're doing well. It is May 20th now.
Someone noted that Wilson got injured, so let's check on that.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Day to day.
Wait, who got hit? Wilson Ramos got injured?
No, I think the pitcher Wilson.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mild oblique strain.
One day. All right, he's fine.
Okay.
We're gonna leave him alone. All right. So.
What does the injured list look like, by the way? All right, 6 days for Nimmo and 3 weeks for Drew Smith. Not that we have a hankering for Drew Smith, I don't think.
No. The Syracuse Mets are interested, not so much us.
Right.
All right. So
all right.
So now, where are we in the rotation?
Where are we in the rotation?
Roman.
Who just pitched?
Mats.
Okay, right. Yeah, so Stroman.
All right. Uh, keeps winning.
Oh, we have a
Despite,
DFA. We have Jarrett Parker.
all right, well, send him down to Syracuse.
Okay. There we go. Very good.
All right, so
You
we're
want to
gonna
vote
jump
for All
in.
Stars, Gus?
It's a little early in the year to be voting for All Stars.
Okay.
Let's get to June before we can kind of evaluate who's really performing. I mean, right now, Andres Gimenez is an All Star.
That's
So,
exactly right.
all right, so we're gonna sim this one too.
Okay.
Uh,
Going up
so
against Gallon.
yeah, so Jimenez in for Rosario. Uh, let's stick Ramos back in for Nito because I'm gonna have Nito catch DeGrom next game. Um, let's let's put JD in for Lowry again because Lowry's fragile. He can't play every day either. Uh, God, look how deep this lineup is. I'm like, Wilson Ramos is hitting eighth, really?
He's
But
hitting eighth.
I guess he is. I certainly don't want him in front of Jimenez because Jimenez has got
Speedster.
speed. So, yeah, all right,
Let
let's
me look
roll
at
with it.
Jimenez real quick. So okay, yeah,
Yeah,
70 speed, really good, and good eye for stealing and good on the bases.
yeah,
Boy, he's going to be good. All right, we ready to rock?
yeah. We'll see if Marcus Stroman can keep his winning ways going.
All right, here we go. Can we stay on the winning streak? Ooh, not this game. 12-3. Stroman jumped on early. 5 earned in 3 innings. Wilson,
Oh,
he of the oblique strain, gives up 3. Gallon shuts us down. I guess we were probably due for a bad game, but
yeah,
it happened. Gesellman gets shelled as well.
yeah. I guess someone has not performed too terribly well for us this year.
No.
Cano cools off. That's what I get for getting giving the day off, I guess. Jimenez, Gopher, but drew a walk at least. Yeah, not a whole lot to talk about there. So we had that weird series with them last week where there wasn't really a close game. It's usually just one team beating up on the other. So
Phillies lose, though, so we maintain a 1 game lead in the division.
yep. All right, let's jump in because we got DeGrom on the hill now, and
We're going to play this one?
been a few. I think we've gone a few DeGrom starts without me playing. So we're
I'm
gonna
ready. I'm
we're
ready.
gonna
Let's do it.
do a Jake start against Luke Weaver, huh? Okay. I'm going to leave Lowry in there this time around. And I'm going to put JD in for Cespedes. Yeah. And
Jimenez,
Jimenez
right?
goes back in for Ahmed. Okay. I mean, Dom is just sitting there begging for some playing time. Um, maybe I'll do that next game. Let's give JD. JD deserves another go at it. JD's got 7 home runs and 23 RBIs in only 40 games. He's been outstanding.
Yes, he
Slugging
has.
534. Love that. I mean, look at the slugging percentages on this team across the board are all through the roof. And look at all these OPSs. Look at this. Everybody's the first 1, 2, 3, 5 guys are 900s. And JD's an
Is
898.
898. He's there statistically in most in most views.
All right, let's give Mr. DeGrom the ball and go to work.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. All right, so Valera leads off. The first place New York Mets, the 2-time defending Cy Young Award winner on the mound,
By the way,
DeGrom.
Arizona's 30 and 19.
Yeah, they're a good team.
So this could be a NLCS preview rating.
Strikes him out. Is this game 2 of the series?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I was trying to. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. David Peralta, professional hitter, third in the league in batting at 341.
He will pop out to short, however.
He's not batting every day against Jacob deGrom.
That's exactly right. Here's Marte.
So Marte having a great year, hitting 340.
He's fourth, so they go 3-4 in the National League, but they're 1-2-3 for Jacob deGrom.
I imagine we got a few guys on that leaderboard,
McNeil's up there. What's that?
Including Mr. McNeil.
That's right. 1-0 pitch. Who leads the National League in RBI, and that is a double down the line to lead off the game for the Mets.
That's crazy. He's got 44 RBI, and he's pretty much been hitting leadoff for us all year.
That is amazing. I did not realize he was the league leader in RBI. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's Lowry. You bunting?
No.
Okay. 1-0 pitch to him. Lowry grounds down to first. He moves the runner over. A productive out. That's what you want to see at worst. And here's the red-hot Robbie Cano thriving under the Gus Ramsey leadership. 357. Yeah. Is he leading the major leagues?
I think he probably is, at least the National League.
He is the leader in the National League at 357, and that's going to be a base hit. And he hits an RBI as well. Well done, Robbie Cano.
When he's hitting the ball the other way, he's locked in.
My goodness.
And then here's Mr. Alonso, who's quietly at 290 with 13 homers.
Man on first, 0-2 to the Polar Bear, and he skies it to center field. That'll be 2 away. And here's Conforto, 287 and 11 and 31. That's good. The ball gets by the catcher. It's a swing and a miss. Will he make it? He will not. 3 outs, but the Mets grab a run. It's 1-0 heading into the second.
Yeah, I like the early run for Jacob is always good.
Escobar flies out to left field. That'll be 1 out.
Yeah, someone in the chat mentioned the zoom effect. I'm not a proponent of the zoom effect, so I've asked Rich to turn it off when we do this. It's too late at night for me to have to try to follow the ball.
Yeah, he's watching from a shared screen, so it's even more challenging. Yeah. DeGrom looking to make quick work of the Diamondbacks in the second, and he does. 1-2-3. It's a strikeout to end the inning. 1-0 Mets. Bottom of the second. J.D. Davis, Jimenez, and Nito. I'm excited about these at bats. J.D. Davis at the plate. 1-2 count, and that is grounded over to first. Tossed to the pitcher, covering 1 out. Here is Jimenez, who has emerged as the starter at shortstop for the Mets. That's a 2-0 count. And he rips it. That's a base hit. Jimenez is on base with 1 out. Here's Nito.
Hold on a second. Yep. Let's see. Weaver is a 65 holding runner, and Carson Kelly can throw the ball a little bit. Let's take a pitch just to see if we get ahead in the count here.
All right.
Get myself in the position to maybe steal a bag.
Pickoff throw to first. All right. 1-0 count. The snap throw to first.
Here's the pitch out. Let's take another.
All right. 1-1.
It's early. Let's try to steal the bag. Let's do the send forced.
Send forced. Here we go on a 1-1 count. And that is popped up to the shortstop.
Oh, wow.
2 outs. DeGrom at the plate.
Yeah, we'll let Jake swing away.
Jake, a good hitting pitcher on a 2-0 count, swings and grounds to the pitcher. And that's the end of the inning. 1-0 Mets. Top 3. The bottom of the order coming up for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
There's a strikeout.
Putting in the corners in because Ahmed likes to bunt for hits. He did that against us in Arizona.
Got it. Sorry about that.
It's all right. Jake Lamb is a pull hitter. We're shifting. It's all good.
All right. Weak shift right.
It's already set there, so we're
Yep.
fine.
2-2 count to him, and that's a strikeout. That is DeGrom's fourth strikeout, and here's the pitcher.
Nick's got the swing and miss stuff going tonight.
3-1 count to the pitcher, and that is a ground ball to second. 1-2-3 again. 1-0 Mets, bottom of the third. The top of the order at the plate.
Nine up, nine down.
Yep, it sure is.
All right.
McNeil swinging on the 1-0 pitch, and that is grounded to the shortstop over to first, 1 out. Here is Lowry. 2-1 count to Lowry, and that is a hit into left center field, and the play is made by the left fielder. 2 outs.
If he actually plays this year and is healthy, I think this Mets lineup in real life could actually be pretty darn good.
Yes,
They could be pretty deep, and they could score some runs.
I agree. That is a fly ball to center field, and the Mets go 1-2-3. So 1-0 through 3. 35 pitches for DeGrom as we lead off the fourth inning with the top of the Diamondbacks order. Valera at the plate.
Spring corners in on him.
All right. 1-1 count. That is a fly ball out to left field, hit pretty well, and caught near the track. 1 out. Peralta at the plate.
Pitch away.
3-1 count to Peralta, and that is the first base runner of the game for the Diamondbacks. Man on first, 1 out.
Just double play depth and hold the runner.
Double play depth and hold the runner. 1-2 count. That is hit pretty well into right field, and the play will be made by. That's not Conforto in right. That is
McNeil.
McNeil in right. 2 outs. 2 outs for Escobar.
Yeah, just hold the runner. Yeah.
Holding the runner. 1-0 count to Escobar, and that is hit very well into the gap. It could be gone. It is. That is a 2-run home run. So no hitter and shutout off the plate in one swing.
Hitting streak for Mr. Escobar.
All right, 2-1 Diamondbacks. Still 2 away, and that is hit. That is skied to right center and the third out of the inning. So the Diamondbacks get 2 now. 2-1 Arizona, bottom 4. You got Alonso, Conforto, and Davis coming up.
Sounds like runs.
2-2 count to Alonso. And he rips it. That's going to be a base hit. Leadoff single for Pete Alonso. Conforto at the plate. 1-2 count to him, and he strikes out swinging. Here's J.D. Davis. 2-2 count to Davis, and he strikes out swinging. And here's Jimenez. 1-0 count to Jimenez, and he gets a base hit to right field. Now that is Nito. Not in the game for his offense, however, it would be nice here.
He's got 3 RBIs on the year.
It's a full count, and that is hit very well into the gap. Nito comes through big time with a 2-run, 2-out double, Gus, and the Mets take the lead 3-2. Wow.
When you have a lineup this deep, there's constant stress on a pitcher, and sometimes in real life we'll see a guy get to the guy that he finally thinks he can take a breath against and leaves one over the plate, and Tomas delivers with a big hit right there.
Wow, what a great hit. Big hit in a nice moment. Not only obviously does it drive in the tying and the leading runs, but it brings the pitcher up to plate, up to a bat as well with 2 outs. Just great. 1-1 pitch to DeGrom.
Mena's getting that 2-out hit to keep the rally going.
Absolutely. Another great point. Great inning from the Mets. It's 3-2 heading to the fifth. 52 pitches for DeGrom, 4 innings, 1 hit, that two-run home run off of the walk, and then 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, let's make this a deep shift right against Mr. Calhoun. He's not a terribly fast.
All right, deep shift right.
Yep.
Leading off the fifth, that's a 1-0 count, and that is actually hit the opposite way to deep center field all the way to the wall. That's a leadoff double. Interesting. Now here's Ahmed.
Corners in just in case they get a little
Frisky.
sketchy with
2-0 count. He's bunting. Pitcher makes the play. The runner moves to third with 1 out. It's a good out for the Diamondbacks there. However, Lamb is at the plate, and then the pitcher up after him. Thoughts of walking the eighth hitter here?
No, because then they're just going to bunt anyway. I'm going to strike out Lamb, and then I'm going to strike out Weaver.
Well, there you go. Here's the pitch. And that is not a strikeout. That is a ground ball to second. That drives in the tying run. It's 3-3.
Yeah, if anything, I could have pulled infield in there, but it's too early. We're ahead.
Strikes out the pitcher. DeGrom has given up 3 earned through 5.
Yeah, only 2 hits.
Only 2 hits. All right, so here is McNeil, Lowry, and Cano. McNeil, he hits the ball well to left field, but the play will be made. 1 out. Here's Lowry. 3-1 count to Lowry, and that is hit opposite field for a base hit. He's on first with 1 out. For Robinson Cano. You doing anything here with Lowry? Not really any speed. So
let's take a pitch, though. Let's see if I can get ahead.
1-0 count.
Let's take another.
2-0 count.
All right. We'll take till we get a strike.
2-1.
Let's go hit and run. I trust Robbie to put the ball in play.
He does, but it looks to be a pop-up to the shortstop, or the third baseman. 2 outs for Alonso.
We'll let him swing away.
Come on, Pete. 2-2 count, and that is strike 3. 3-3, top 6, and the top of the Diamondbacks order. 62 pitches for DeGrom so far.
Let's corners in on this guy because he's got speed and a little bit of speed and he can bunt.
All right, 1-1 count. That is grounded to short, 1 away.
Jimenez, nice defense.
Here's Peralta.
Pitch away.
Full count to Peralta, and he walks. Peralta's been a thorn in the Mets side today. Here's Marte.
Hold the runner.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, hopefully he doesn't steal.
He did not, thankfully, for me. And that is a fly ball to left, 2 outs. Hold him this time?
Yeah.
Okay. 1-2 count to Escobar, who has a 2-run home run, and he strikes out. 3-3 through 5.5.
So somebody in the chat is asking, how long do you think a pitcher can pitch once he's showing the yellow battery? For me, it just depends on the quality of the pitcher. If Jacob deGrom is in the yellow, I'm going to continue to push him, assuming it's still kind of a favorable situation for me. If it's Steven Matz or Rick Porcello or somebody not as good, I'm more likely to take them out of a game.
Awesome. Here is Michael Conforto leading off for the Mets in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1 count. And that is hit very well, or looks to be hit well, but actually not that well. That's going to be a fly ball to right. 1 out. Here's J.D. Davis, who today is 0 for 2.
Only takes 1 swing, J.D.
1-2 count to Davis. And that is a base hit to left. He's on first with 1 away. JD, not a lot of speed, but appears to be okay on the base pass. Here's Jimenez, who is 2 for 2.
They're playing the third baseman in, thinking we're bunting here, but we're not. We're just going to swing away.
He's up to 370 for the season as well.
Early
He's
rookie of the year.
swinging away a 1 count. That is skied to the shortstop who makes the play. 2 outs. Nito, who had the huge hit a couple of innings ago, is up. Man on first, 2 outs. 2-0 count, and he's swinging. And that is a ground ball to second, throw to first, and that is it for the inning in the Mets. We are in the 7th. It's 3-3.
Only 76 pitches for DeGrom. Getting down towards the bottom of the D-backs lineup here. So right now it's advantage us because DeGrom hopefully can maybe get us all the way through 9, and I think Weaver is at around 100 pitches, so they're probably going to their bullpen. But let's see what happens.
All right, let's do it. That is a ground ball to short, and he's out, 1 away.
Like 1 pitch outs.
Here's Calhoun.
Deep shift right again on Calhoun.
All right, deep shift right to Calhoun. Another 1 pitch at bat. Unfortunately, this appears to be a home run, and it is a very well struck home run. 398. Is that the second for Calhoun today?
No.
Okay.
The other one was someone higher up in the line.
Okay.
He doubled the left centers last time.
It's 4-3 Diamondbacks.
That is unfortunate, but we got to keep plugging away here.
All right, here's Ahmed. 1-1 to him. It's ground ball to second. 2 away. Here's Lamb. Weak shift right is on.
That's fine.
Full count. And he hits the ball high and to mid right field for the out. 3 outs. 4-3 Diamondbacks. Bottom 7.
So the underlying element of what just happened with that home run is now I have to pinch hit for DeGrom. If this game were still tied, I would probably let him bat because his pitch count is so low.
Right.
He's not pitching great, but the key guys in the bullpen are rested. So let's get Mr. Lugo up in the bullpen. And then I am going to look for some immediate. This is interesting, too, because Weaver, had they got one more guy up there, Weaver would have been pinch hit for, but now he's going to come back out for this inning at 100 pitches, maybe a little tired. So I'm going to look for some immediate thump off the bench to tie the game and go to Mr. Cespedes here.
I like it. I like it a lot. Here is Cespedes stepping in a pinch hit. Mets trail 4-3, bottom 7, nobody out. No surprise. First pitch swinging, and that is a ground ball to third, 1 out. Here's McNeil. And he is swinging at the first pitch, and that's going to be into the corner. That'll be 2. McNeil slides into second, and that is a 1-out double. Now things are interesting, Gus.
Yeah. Jed Lowry, professional hitter. So we're just going to let him go ahead and hack away here.
All right. 1-1 count to Lowry. He swings, and that is grounded to short. Throw to first. 2 outs. So here is Cano in a big spot. And a new pitcher in the game in Kevin Ginkel.
All right. Well, who else would you want up right now other than Robbie Cano?
Going up against the right-hander. Man on second. Big spot. 2-2 count. And that is strike 3. Tough inning for the Mets. Lugo comes in to pitch. Are we doing a double switch or anything like that?
No, I think we'll leave it.
All right. So Lugo is in the game. It's the top of the eighth. 4-3 Diamondbacks. Here's Walker pinch hitting. That's a strikeout to lead off the eighth. One out. Here's Valera. Corners in again.
Yes, please.
All right. 0-1 count to him. That is skied out to center field. Play is made. 2 away. And here is Peralta. And he is hit by the pitch. Lugo uncharacteristically wild. Marte at the plate. 0 for 3 today.
Hold the runner.
Hold the runner. 1-2 count. And that is strike 3. So Lugo gets a scoreless inning. That's important. It's now the bottom of the eighth. I assume you want to get somebody warming up? Or are you going to do Lugo for another inning?
I mean, you can warm up Betances, but my plan right now is to go put Lugo back out there.
Okay.
But yeah, this is one of those. We've out hit them 9-3. It feels like we should be winning,
Right.
but we're not because they've hit a couple long balls.
Andrew Chafin pitching now. Alonso Conforto, J.D. Davis. Our guys, they're up, right? This is our shot. Here we go.
Yeah, they're bringing the lefty who's going to have to pitch to both Alonso and Davis.
Yep.
That's advantage us.
1-2 count to Alonso. And that is strike 3 looking for the polar bear. Here's Conforto. 2-2 count to him. And he grounds meekly to second. 2 away. Here's J.D. Davis. Can we get a big pop out of Davis? 3-1 count. And he takes ball 4. So now here's Jimenez.
Tough spot for the young lefty hitter, but you gotta let him hit away here.
All right. 0-1 count. He's hacking. And that is grounded to short, throw over to second, and that's the third out of the inning. So the Mets trail 4-3 heading into the ninth. Lugo's back out there.
Yep, we're going to leave him out there.
All right, he's pitching to Escobar. First pitch swing, and Escobar turns on one. That will go deep, but the play is made by McNeil, who dives to catch it. 1 out.
He's a pretty good right fielder, actually.
Carson Kelly with the 3-1 count, and that is a walk.
Cole Calhoun, the difference in the game right now.
Calhoun 2 for 3 with a homer. 2-1 count to him. And he turns on one, hits it well, and the play is made again by McNeil.
McNeil, give him a gold glove already.
My goodness. Here's Ahmed with 2 outs. 22 pitches from Lugo. 2-0 count to Ahmed. And he hits it to right. McNeil will not be able to make the play on this one. It goes all the way to the wall. The question is, will the runner score? He's coming around, and he will score. A big 2-out double by Ahmed puts the Diamondbacks up 5-3.
Let's walk Jake Lamb. We'll pitch to whoever they're going to pinch hit with.
That will be Sterling Marte.
All right.
1-0 count. He hits it out to right, and McNeil makes a play this time. So one big run for the Diamondbacks. It's 5-3 Arizona, and you've got the murderer's row of Nito, the pitcher's spot, and then, actual good hitter, McNeil coming up.
Right. So we're going to go to Dom here for Nito.
Archie Bradley into pitch. Not had a good year. He has walked 15, as a matter of fact. You want to take a couple pitches here, maybe?
Sure.
That is Can't tell. Strike one. All right. Swinging away.
Yes, sir.
1-2 count to Dom Smith, and he swings and misses.
All right, let's go to Ramos here.
If the Mets do somehow come back and tie this game and the game continues, Ramos, who is exhausted, will be the catcher.
He's been sitting around for 3 hours. He'll be all right.
Okay. 0-1 count to him. And he hits it to center field. That is 2 away. The Mets are down to their last out. Here's McNeil. And it's a full count to McNeil. And that's ball 4. The tying run is at the plate in Lowry.
It's 1 for 4 on the day. We don't have any other options, so we're going to have to roll with it.
All right, here's Lowry on a 1-1 pitch. And that is hit out into left field, and that is going to do it. The Mets lose 5-3. Unfortunate.
Yeah, we gave Jake a couple leads, and
yeah, unfortunate and unexpected. Like you said, 2 leads for DeGrom, and he can't hold either. He loses his 3rd of the year. You know, not a bad performance per se on the in the box score, but definitely. Could have used more from Jake today, I think.
He started off hot and then got kind of ambushed with that home run, which I think came after the walk. But as often is the case, the Mets offense not doing much when Jake is on the mound.
Nemo is not doing so well. It'll be a little more time for him.
Not terribly surprising.
The Phillies, I guess, had a day off. And they're a half game back.
Yep.
So if we look at our schedule now, that was the third. That was the 3rd game of the series. Okay, so we lost the series because of that.
Yeah. So Arizona.
Let's take a look at the standings here.
We went 3-4 against them in the 7 games.
So Arizona maintains a 7-game lead over the Dodgers. Cubs 6 ahead of the Cardinals, and we are a half game ahead of the Phillies. And Gus, we have the best record in the National League. That's something to be said about that.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Braves sitting there at 29-22. Even
no, not at all.
Oh, they're, and the Nats 22-26, but they were 9 games out of first place in May last year.
Yes, they were.
Figured things out. So, long way to go. But as we often say, through the first 50, you tell me we were going to win 32 of them. Heck yes.
That's right. 32-18 and in first place. So,
and a big series here with the Braves. The Braves are getting some momentum. If we can calm them down a little bit, it's always a house of horrors when the Mets go to Atlanta.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a couple of things. We are going to play one of the 3 games. Which game do you want to play against the Braves?
Let's sim the first one and see how it goes.
All right.
So this is going to be a Syndergaard start. We'll sim that.
Okay.
And then if we lose, then maybe I'll have to jump in to try to quell the 3-game losing streak. And if we win, I'll play the rubber game.
All right. That sounds good. All right, so we are going to sim this game. And let's go to the lineups and see what you want to do here. We're in Atlanta. So what do you want to do with our lineup here? I would assume Jimenez remains in for Rosario.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm also going to give Dom a spot start for Alonso. And let's hit Ramos cleanup. And let's move Cespedes up in front of Dom. And let's put JD in at third base for. You know what? Nunez is hitting 345 when we've let him play, so we'll leave Nunez in the game. We'll give him a spot start too.
Okay.
He's a little better defensively at third than This will be a tough one. Winning in Atlanta is always difficult, and Syndergaard has never beaten the Braves. At least not in real life. I forget, he might have beaten them earlier in the year for us, but
Hmm. All right, we're gonna simulate the whole thing, right?
it looks like they got Freddie Freeman back. Remember, we had hit him with a pitch
That's right.
earlier in the year, and he was out for a while. And because they have a sense of humor, apparently they're sitting Dansby Swanson and starting Echeverria at short. So expect him to go 5 for 5.
Exactly. Simulating the whole thing, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Can the Mets get back to their winning ways? Not tonight. The Mets lose 3-1, including giving up 2 in the bottom of the 8th. So, so what happened here?
Top of the order did their part, and then Robbie left after one at bat. Did he get hurt? Oh, Edwin Diaz came in and did Edwin Diaz things.
Mm.
Not surprising.
Good start from Syndergaard. 7 innings, 1 earned, 7 strikeouts, 1 walk.
Yeah, Dom didn't do anything for me. Let's check on Robbie.
Yep.
Only one
Oops.
out of the game. That's a little worrisome.
Let's see, game log. Would that be? Where's Cano?
Well, he would have been in the first inning,
First inning?
probably. If he got hurt while hitting.
He struck out looking. It doesn't say anything here.
Reaches on Cespedes.
Oh yeah, he reaches on catcher's interference. And then
there's Lowry in for him in the next inning. So I don't know. Let's just jump to the page and see what his injury is. Assuming he has one, maybe he doesn't have one. Maybe they can transfer him. I don't know.
let's take a look. Forearm soreness. Day to day.
All that flexing he's doing. All right. So 3 days. Well, we'll give him a day.
Okay.
And then there's a day off after game 3. So.
All right. So we'll finish today.
Yep.
Play the game against the Braves. Is this the game we're going to play, or we're going to wait and play the last game of the series?
No, we're going to try to win this one since we've now lost 3 in a row.
All right. So here we go. It's big time. So we're going to give Cano the day off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they got a lefty going anyway, so that helps.
You're going to put Jimenez in, the lefty, for Rosario?
No. I'm going to give Ahmed a start. So McNeil,
Right.
Davis, Alonso Ramos, Conforto, Cespedes. Just flip-flop Lowry and Rosario. And we'll go with that one.
And Rick Porcello pitching for the Mets.
Yeah, for maybe 3 innings.
And a relatively rested bullpen as well. We have all of our guys pretty much at our...
Yeah, Walker's going to start warming up by about the 3rd pitch.
All right, so the Mets looking to turn the tide of this series and take the second game. And by the way, I didn't notice, had the Phillies won or not? I don't know. I should have looked. That's all right. Somebody might have noticed. And if you did, mention so in the chat. Thank you. All right, so here we go. Jeff McNeil at the plate leading off. Swinging away.
Yes, sir.
1-2 count. Wind blowing out to left, 10 miles an hour. So that's a pretty good breeze out there. McNeil strikes out. Here is J.D. Davis. And Davis looks like will walk.
I think Fried pitched a pretty good game against us earlier in the year. We're last we checked, I think we were 6-4 against lefty starters this year, so
Yeah,
not surprising given our overall record. But this is a lineup that should do well against lefty starters. I think Mr. Alonso can do something for us on a stream. It's been a while, I think,
that
since.
would be nice. That would be nice. Here's a 0-1 count to Alonso. He hits that, skies it out to left field. That's 2 outs. Waka's stretching now. All right, here is Wilson Ramos. 1-1 to Ramos, and he hits it out to pretty deep center to the track, and the play is made. 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. Actually, that's not true. Excuse me. But the Mets are out scoreless. Here is Enciarte leading off for the Braves with Rick Porcello on the mound. 4-3 with a 5.56. A bunt, or I think it was a bunt.
Yes.
Play made by Ramos, 1 away. Here's Camargo, who is hurting, but he is playing. He's got a sprained thumb.
Pitch him inside.
And he grounds down to third. Oh, it's booted, and an error by J.D. Davis at third, and Camargo is at first with speed, 1 out.
It's double play depth and hold the runner.
Double play depth and holding the runner. 1-1 pitch, and that's hit well. That's a gapper. Bet you Enciarte comes around to score. He will. And it's 1-0 Atlanta.
Freddie Freeman doing Freddie Freeman things.
Oh my, here's Ozzy Albies. Only 1 out.
Interesting, him hitting cleanup.
Yeah, where's Acuna? Is he hurt?
I don't know. It's not in the lineup right now.
1-0 to Albies, and he grounds to second. That'll move the runner over to third with 2 outs now, and Ozuna at the plate. 3-1 to Ozuna, and he rips it down to third. Play picked up, and the play is made that time. The Braves get an unearned run in the first. It's 1-0 Atlanta. Top 2, Conforto, Cespedes, and Lowry.
Someone says, is there a button to hit Freeman again? There is. You can choose to hit a batter.
Yeah.
Maybe if a base is open with runners on next time, I'll do that.
And a 5-run lead. That's a base hit to right to lead off the top of the second for the Mets. So you'll take that with Conforto.
I always like to see him get a hit off the left.
Absolutely. Here's Cespedes. Doing anything with Conforto?
No, sir.
On the base pass, here's Cespedes. 3-0 to him, and that's a 4-pitch walk, and all of a sudden, first and second, nobody out for the Mets, and Lowry at the plate.
Swinging away.
Swinging away. 0-1 to Lowry, and he's swinging. And that is ground ball down to third. Don't say it. No, it's a double play. That is terrible. And now here's Rosario, who could go a long way in getting a little bit more playing time with a 2-out RBI here, Gus.
Ahmed's got fewer hits than Millie Vanilli. You know what? Boy, for a second I was thinking about dropping the surprise 2-out bunt with the pitcher on deck, but we'll swing away.
All right. 0-1 to Rosario, and he comes through with a base hit. He does it. Rosario, very excited at first base with a 2-out RBI to tie the game after a bad double play. Gus, that's a big hit for Rosario. Plus, he's gone first with 2 outs and speed.
Yeah, but with the pitcher up, we're not going to.
Porcello's hitting. That's true.
Yeah, we're just going to swing away here.
1-2 count to Porcello, and he will he'll hit it weakly to short, throw over to second. But the Mets tie it. Rosario very excited. His teammates gather around him. Very happy for the guy with a big spot. All right, bottom second, 1-1 Mets. 1-1 game. Flowers, Hechavarria, and Posh at the coming up. 0-2 to Flowers, and that's a strikeout. 1 away. Here's your favorite player, Gus.
Here he is.
And of course, he rips a base hit to left field. That's all he does.
He's hitting over 1,000 against us. That's how high he is against us.
We doing double play depth holding the runner here?
Yes, sir.
All right, double play depth, hold the runner 1 and 2. And that is a strikeout. 2 away. Big, big, big. And we're going just
Let's just bring the. Can we bring the outfield to shallow depth against Max Street?
outfield shallow.
There you go.
And that is grounded down to Alonso. He picks it up, and that's the end of the inning. 1-1, top 3.
All right, good bounce back there for Porcello. Nice little shutdown inning after we tie it up.
Yes. Here's McNeil swinging on a 2-1 count. That is grounded over to short. Looks like that might be an infield single, and it is. He leads off the third with a base hit, infield single. J.D. Davis at the plate. Doing anything with McNeil here?
Swinging away.
Full count to J.D. Davis, and he swings and misses for the strikeout. An unproductive out. I don't like that. Here is Alonso. 2-2 count to the big man, and he hits it down to short. That's going to be a 5-4-3 double play.
It's a couple of those.
Excuse me, 6-4-3. Okay, so that brings up Enciarte leading off the third.
Corners in since he tried to bunt for a hit his first time up.
Corners in, 2-1 count. He grounds down to one of those corner in people in Pete Alonso, 1 away. Here's Camargo. 0-1 to him. And that is ripped for a base hit. He's on first with 1 away. And the fantastic Freddie Freeman at the plate.
Let's do a hard shift right and shift the outfield around to right as well.
Hard shift right and outfield to the right.
Yep.
All right, here we go. First pitch swinging, grounded to the opposite of that shift, and the play is not made. An error by J.D. Davis. First and second, 1 away for Albies.
Double play depth. That's 2 errors on JD.
That is 2 errors, and the runners are going, and he's going to be caught stealing at second.
Good throw behind. Very well done there.
So Camargo gets to third. There are now 2 away. Ramos with a nice play. And it's
Really
0-1 to Albus with a man on third and 2 away. Any thoughts of putting him on base or anything like that?
Thoughts, yes. But let's go with 2 outs ahead in the count. We'll take our chances.
All right, here we go. 0-1. He swings. He grounds to Rosario, who picks it up and throws to first and gets the out. Proves to be the right decision, and it's 1-1, top of the fourth. Ramos, Conforto, Cespedes coming up. 1-2 to Ramos, and he rips it to left field. That's a leadoff single. Concrete shoes at first base. Conforto at the plate.
Well, take a homer to scoring.
Conforto grounds it to second. That's going to be a double play.
It's 3.
And here's Cespedes.
3 double plays and 2 errors.
He's swinging on a 1-2 count. Actually, yes, he is swinging, and that's a strikeout. So that's it for the Mets. Here comes Ozuna, Flowers, and Hechavarria.
Hopefully we get the first 2 guys out.
There's a pop out to third base, 1 away.
JD said, I got it. Rosario said, are you sure? I can take it if you want.
Here's Flowers. A weak shift left is on.
Yeah, he's a pull hitter, so we're good there.
All right. Full count. And that is hit skied as well. Skied all the way out for a home run. My goodness. That went 452 feet. Talk about sky. Big sky for Tyler Flowers. My goodness gracious. What a bomb. 4-5-2. Woohoo! That got caught up in that wind blowing out the left, Gus. My goodness gracious.
That ball was social distanced from the field.
Holy moly! I'm a little stunned by that. I didn't realize that went 452. My goodness. Okay, so it's 2-1 Braves, one out here. Hechavarria is up. And he grounds to short. That'll be 2 away.
Hey, we got him out.
And here's Posh. 0-1 count to the speedy center fielder. And that is a base hit. And Posh is at first with 2 outs. 75 speed, 65 stealing.
I mean, yeah, we'll hold the runner, but hopefully we can get the pitcher out and put an end to this.
And the pitcher is swinging on a full count, and that has popped out to left field. So 2-1 Braves, top 5. Lowry, Rosario, Porcello.
Let's get Waka up. There he is.
Okay. Here is Lowry. 0-1 pitch to him. And that's a popped out to the first baseman, 1 away. Here's Rosario, who had the RBI earlier in the game. 1-2 pitch to him, and he strikes out. So here's Porcello. What are you doing, Gus?
Well, I was hoping we were going to mount a little bit of a rally.
Right.
I'm going to hit him, but we'll go ahead and swing away here.
2-1 to the pitcher, and he grounds it to short. Picked up and thrown to first. 1-2-3 for the Mets in the 5th. So here comes Porcello out in the bottom of the 5th, and it's the top of the Braves lineup.
Corners in.
Corners in. 0-1 to Inciarte, and that is popped up behind third base. Davis gets it, 1 away. Here's Camargo. 2-2 count, 2-2 pitch to him, and he strikes out looking. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Deep shift right for Freddie.
Deep shift right. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Freeman, and that is popped up to between third and the pitcher's mound, and that's it.
Porcello pitched like a guy who saw somebody warming up in the bullpen. Let's walk it down.
Okay.
And just go to hitting here.
1-2 to McNeil. He strikes out. Here's
Freed
J.D. Davis.
Game right now.
That's the 5th strikeout for Freed. 2-2 to J.D. Davis. And he gets into it, and that's a base hit to right. He's at first with 1 away.
Be a good time for Pete to do something.
This would be a great time for Pete to do something.
Hopefully not another double play.
2-2 pitch to Alonso, and he hits it well. That's going to get all the way to the wall.
Get on your horse, JD.
It's not going to score the run, however. The man will be... Oh, no. Oh, boy. Looks like calamity on the bases here.
We'll take the tying run, though.
Yeah, the tying run scores, and I think Alonso was thrown out at third. So, yes, Alonso probably trying to make sure that the throw doesn't go home. Sacrifices himself, but the Mets tie it 2-2.
Yeah, we'll take it. Ramos swinging away.
2-2 to Ramos, and he strikes out.
All right. So we're now bottom 6. They got Albies and then a bunch of righties. So let's get Mr. Familia up in the bullpen.
Jairus Familia looks at the pitching coach and says, "Me? Yes?
Yeah,
okay."
Yeah. It's been a while since we've had to call
Been
him.
a long time.
Albies, let's go hard shift right.
Hard shift right to Ozzy Albies. 1-2 count to him. And that is driven to center field. Caught, 1 out. Here's Ozuna. 1-0 to him. And that is hit out to center as well. very shallow, and there's 2 outs, and here's Flowers.
It's hitting a buck 76 on the year, but he had a 460-foot home run his last time up.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And he gets another hit. This one a single to center field. So he likes what he's seeing for the Mets pitching. Here's the incredibly dangerous lock Hall of Famer, Hechavarria.
Yep.
1-1 to him. Come on. He can't, can he? That's skied to right field. That'll be the third out of the inning. 2-2. Bottom of the 6th is done. We're into the top of the 7th, and here's Conforto, Cespedes, and Lowry.
Fried is
still in there. 89 pitches. For how long? 2-2 to Conforto, and he grounds it down the line. That's going to get by the first baseman. That's going to get all the way into right field, and that is a double.
2 hits for Michael off the lefty.
So now things are really interesting. What are you doing here with Cespedes? Nobody out. Conforto at second.
We're just swinging away.
Swinging away. All right.
Runs.
It's a pitch out. Oh, no, they're walking him. Excuse me. They walked him. Cespedes is at first now. First and second. Nobody out. Lowry at the plate. Rosario coming up next. What are you thinking here? You going to bunt the guys over to get second and third and 1 out?
I just hate the sacrifice bunt on a lot of levels, but certainly when you're down at the bottom of your lineup, like I don't know that I want to bunt to set up Ahmed Rosario and a pinch hitter. So
right.
We're gonna swing away, but also I want to get up Lugo in the bullpen, and you can sit Familia down.
All right. So we're swinging away with Lowry here.
Yeah, I like him from the left side.
It's 1-1 to Lowry. Swinging away he is. And that is grounded to a diving second baseman who stops it from going into the outfield, but it's an infield single. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Rosario at the plate and the pitcher spot afterwards. Things are really interesting now.
Yeah, because with the rating in the game, I could go to Jimenez here. But part of me wants to give Ahmed a little opportunity to feel really good about himself. And I might use Jimenez for Porcello anyway. So let's go ahead and let Ahmed swing away here.
Oh, my goodness. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Tie game. 7th inning. Mets Braves. Full count. He walks. He walks in the leading run. It's 3-2 Mets. Still nobody out.
That's a quality at bat right there by Ahmed. That's the kind of at bat that might get him going. All right, now we're going to go Jimenez here for Porcello. I think we've milked as much out of Porcello as we can. Jimenez puts the ball in play. Unlikely double play candidate.
So, wow. 6 strong innings. 6 strong innings from Porcello. That's huge. The infield is in.
Yeah, well, hopefully Andres can just slap one past him.
It's only 3-2. You want a lot more with the bases loaded and nobody out. Full count to Jimenez. And that is strike 3 swinging.
All right. Well, I'll take McNeil here with only 1 out. They're going to play back now, huh?
Looks like the infield is in. Yep, infield is in. Swinging away, and he's swinging at the first pitch.
That's what he does.
And he will hit it to shallow left field, and I don't think the runner is going to even... Nope. For a guy who's leading the league in RBIs, that was a shockingly poor at-bat by McNeil.
That one hurts. That one hurts a little bit.
Here's J.D. Davis. Can he get something from salvaging this? It's a 1-2 to McNeil, and the ball gets away. It's a wild pitch, and the Mets score a big second run. It's 4-2. That's huge, Gus.
Yeah, Melanson's got that big curveball. He must have bounced one in the dirt there.
That's huge.
Tyler Flowers is not known as a great defensive catcher, I don't believe.
Oh, man, that's huge. Here's J.D. Davis now. Second and third, still 2 away. 2-2 count. And that's going to be a slow roller. The shortstop picks it up, whips it over to first, and that's it. But the Mets get 2 big runs in the 7th inning. And now it becomes you're counting your outs. How are you lining this up? Are you going Lugo and then
Yeah.
Betances and Diaz? Like, what are you thinking here?
Well, right now because JD made the. Does Jimenez have a defensive rating at second base? Or you already put Lugo in the game?
What's that?
You already dragged Lugo into the
Yeah, I
game?
can still put him in.
Uh,
I think so.
he's a 35 at second base.
35, yeah.
It's not much better than JD is at third base. So, yeah, I think it's too late. I think you already dragged Lugo into the game. And
No, I think I can still do that.
well, he hit for the pitcher, so he would go into the 9 spot. But I don't think I want to do it anyway.
Oh, okay.
Instead, let's just take JD out of the game and put Eduardo Nunez in at third base. Because
All right.
he's already a couple errors and he's probably not coming up anytime soon anyway. And Lugo's in the pitch, so let's go.
All right. So is that what we want? Lugo and Nunez is now third.
Yep.
All right. And here is the Speedy Posh. Bottom 7. So still 9 more outs to go. Posh flies out to right field, 1 away. There's your pinch hitter, Dansby Swanson.
Yeah. I started Echeverria over him knowing full well what he does against us.
And it's 0-2 to Swanson, and he pops it out to shallow left, and the play is made by Rosario. 2 away for Inciarte.
Corner's in. This would be a good time to drop a bunt, try to get that tying run to the plate.
Swinging at the first pitch, and that is popped up, and the play is made by your defensive replacement, Nunez, and that's 3 up, 3 down for the Braves. It's the top of the 8th. Want to get somebody going in the bullpen, or is Lugo still your guy?
He only threw 9 pitches.
Yep, 9 pitches.
But where are they in their lineup?
They are at Camargo, Freeman, Albies.
Yeah, I can't bring in Wilson for a batter anymore. So, for now I'm good. Let's see what we do this inning.
All right. So here is Alonso, Ramos, and Conforto against Chris Martin. Top 8. Mets are up 4-2. Wow, Martin has struck out 22 and walked 2 this year. Make that 23 and 2. My goodness. What a ratio. Here's Ramos. 23 Ks, 2 walks. He is 1-1 with a 0.9 ERA. Wow.
Isn't he also a great singer, Chris Martin?
He is. He definitely is. 1-2 count to Ramos, and that's grounded down to third. 2 away. Here is Conforto.
Got a good game. 2 hits off of lefties.
1-2 to Conforto, and that is a slow roller picked up by the shortstop on the shift, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Mets. So it's the bottom of the 8th.
So we're going to roll with Lugo here, but let's go. I mean, I got Betances and Familia.
Who are you looking to close out the game, Diaz?
No, because he's a little tired and he stunk his last time out. He already cost us a game in this.
So who's going to pitch the 9th? Betances?
Probably Betances. So let's just go with Lugo here.
Okay. Lugo to Camargo.
We need to keep him off base so Freddie doesn't come up as the tying run.
Well, there's a strikeout. 3 pitches. Here's Freeman.
Deep shift right and outfield deep. Straight away, but deep.
Okay. 1-2 to Freeman. And that is hit to the opposite field. Well hit to left, but the play is made by a diving Yoenis Cespedes. Showing some strong defensive ability out there. 2 away now. And Albies at the plate. 2 huge outs, Gus.
Yeah. This is what Seth Lugo does.
Here's Albies. He gets a full count, and that is a ground ball picked up by Rosario, and he throws to first. 1-2-3 inning in the eighth. My goodness, that was some terrific pitching and defense by the Mets in the eighth.
Through the 2, 3, 4 hitters.
My goodness, Gus, that was huge. All right, so it's the top of the ninth. What are you doing? Warming up Betances here?
Uh,
Or are you going with Lugo for another? I mean, he's
uh,
only thrown 23 pitches. It's not beyond him to pitch more than that,
no,
right?
it depends on what we do here. He's the fourth hitter in the inning, so we might have to pinch hit for him. So let's get Betances up.
All right.
I'd get both Betances and Familia up. Let's go the old double barrel action. Murphy used to like to say.
All right. Chris Martin stays in the game. Here's Cespedes. Boy, another run would be nice, wouldn't it?
Just made the great catch in the outfield.
0-1 to Cespedes. I think that's going to be a leadoff infield single, and it is. Cespedes hustling down to first base. He's on at first. Nobody out. Here's Lowry.
I'll never forget the game against the Dodgers when Familia had a routine ground ball to Jimmy Rollins at short when Rollins was in his last year with the Dodgers, and Cespedes beat it out. Like when he turns on the Jets, he can get going. Now I don't know if he's got those Jets anymore with his injuries, but all right, Jed Lowry. He's 1 for 3 on the day. All right, I feel a little wacky. Let's try a hit and run here. See if we can catch him off guard.
All right, here we go. Hit and run. And that is hit the opposite field. That's a base hit. And you're going to have runners at first and third with nobody out. Great call, Gus, for Lowry. And now here's Rosario, the man of the hour tonight.
And now I'm going to go. Now I'm going squeeze bunt.
Squeeze bunt. Oh, boy, Gus.
Pulling all the strings, Rich.
He gets it down perfectly. That'll get the RBI. Huge run. It's now 5-2 Mets. Gus Ramsey with a great call. Rosario executes it perfectly. He is getting mobbed by his teammates as he goes back to the dugout, Gus.
He beat it out. He's safe at first.
Oh, my gosh. I didn't even realize that. Look at that. He's not being mobbed by his teammates because they would all get thrown out of the game because he's at first base.
Being mobbed by the first base coach.
Wow.
All right. Now with an extra run and maybe needing Lugo tomorrow, I'm going to pinch hit here.
Wow. All right. So
let's go
Smith?
with, well, Dom's pretty much our only choice. So
right.
Let's go with Dom and hope he can bust this game wide open.
All right. So it's 5-2 Mets now. Rosario at first. Everyone's excited. Lowry at second. Nobody else. Looking to just blow it open. Here's Dom Smith. 1-2 count. And he hits it. That's a base hit. Another great call by you, Gus. That will score another run. The route is on. It's 6-2 Mets.
By the way, not for nothing, but if in real life a Mets manager executed a hit and run and a squeeze bunt on back-to-back plays, Keith Hernandez would lose his mind and then retire.
Would he be distraught or would he be so delighted?
He would be so delighted.
Exactly. That's what I thought, right? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. No, he'd lose his mind in a good way. All right, Mr. McNeil, let's go.
You should let him know what you're doing here. I guarantee you he would appreciate that. All right, first and second, nobody out. Here's McNeil. The route is on. 1-2 count to McNeil. He grounds it down. That's a double play. Oh, no, it's not. It's only one. You only get one. First and third, one out. You want to keep putting it on. You never know what's going to happen. Here's Nunez, first and third. You want to at least get one RBI here.
He's hitting 344 on the year in limited playing time. In a valuable piece.
Swinging away with him here.
Yes.
1-1 to Nunez. He's hacking. And that is grounded right at the shortstop. That's not going to be a double play. That is also another RBI. So the Mets are pouring it on. It's 7-2. Nunez picks up the RBI in the fielder's choice. Here's Alonso. 1-2 count to the big guy, and he strikes out. It's 7-2 Mets heading to the bottom of the ninth. This should be easy, Gus. Emphasis on should.
We're going to leave Dom in at first and double switch Pete out of the game.
All right, so Smith is now your first baseman.
And let's put Familia in for Alonso.
All right. Familia is in the game. It's been a while since we've seen him on the mound. We're hoping he can not make this interesting at all, right?
Yeah, it's funny. Someone in the chat says Hernandez hates the hit and run. He wrote about it in his book, but he begs for hit and runs on the broadcast all the time. So it surprises me that he doesn't like it. But I like it. It works for me.
That's
All right,
right.
Familia. So
1-1 count to Ozuna. And that's a ground ball down to third, one away.
Nunez in there makes a nice play.
Here's Flowers, who is 2 for 3 today with a home run. 1-2 count to him, and that's a strikeout. 2 up, 2 down so far. Here's Hechavarria. I don't even think his magic can work. It's a 1-2 count to him, and that's grounded to short. Over to first. The Mets win, Gus. Big game. That was an excellently managed game. I'm not just saying that. That was really well done, Gus. Good stuff.
Well, there was early in the game there with Porcello. I got Waka up in the fifth, and Porcello gave us that 1-2-3 that settled things back down, and then we were able to push him through the sixth, right? If I remember, yeah,
Yep.
He gave us 6 with only 1 earned. So he's one of those guys where you kind of always have your finger resting on the panic button.
That's right.
But he did great, and then we manufactured some stuff there at the end. That's a win we can feel good about.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Gus. So here we are. It is.
And Rosario, a big RBI hit early, the bases loaded walk, and the squeeze bunt. That's a game that hopefully starts to turn the corner a little bit.
He needed that in the worst way. Absolutely, positively the worst way.
And we needed a little bit too, because if the Braves win that game, they're only 2 behind us in the loss column.
That's right.
So, they're 30-23 now. Even the Marlins over 500. Good Lord, look at this division.
The Mets at a 33-19 clip. So we want to go ahead and sim this last game of the stretch we're playing tonight.
Maybe we'll jump to the 9th inning just in case it's close.
Okay.
Something.
Let's take a look at the lineups here real quick.
Yes.
Cano's still hurting a little bit.
Yeah. And we got a day off after this, so I think I'm gonna give him another day just to be sure, because I feel like the game is going to punish me if I play him.
Do you want to go Jimenez at short and Rosario at second?
I don't think Rosario has a second base rating.
You're right.
No. Jimenez at least has a second base rating.
Yeah.
We've got Steven Matz, a lefty pitching, so hopefully not too many ground balls hit to second base. So let's put Jimenez in at second.
Okay.
And they're pitching Fultonavich. He's on fire. You know what? Dom just got a big hit in that game, and Cespedes is down to 250 and slumping a little bit. So let's stick Dom in left for Cespedes.
Okay.
And then from a lineup standpoint, I'm going to play Ramos because I got a day off tomorrow, and he's at 2 bars, so he's good. So stick Ramos in there for Nino. All right, so I'm going to go McNeil. Lowry has the same on base as he does average, so he's not getting on base a whole lot. So let's go with Jimenez in the 2 hole, Alonso 3, Conforto 4. Let's do Ramos let's do Ramos 5, Lowry 6, Rosario Dom. Yeah, that's good. And we'll give it a shot.
All right. So go to the 9th, or you want to go like the 7th?
All right, we'll go to 7th.
Go to the 7th inning. 5-0 Braves.
I don't know what I can do about that. Well, Fultonavich, he was on fire coming in, and he's apparently giving it to us today.
Boy, 3 hits and no runs through 6 for him.
Michael Waka is hurt, apparently, because he's got the little Band-Aid next to him.
Hamstring soreness, day-to-day, minimal.
Let's warm somebody up at least so he's not pitching hurt. let's make it Gesellman. He's been brutal, so might as well put him in the game like this.
You want to hit with a couple
Yeah,
guys?
we'll hit this to see if we get a rally going.
All right. Ramos is up 0-1 count to him. He rips a base hit to left.
There we go.
Here is Lowry. Can only swing away with the Buffalo at first, and there's a base hit. First and second, nobody out. Here's Rosario.
What's he done today? 0 for 2.
Be a nice spot for him to do something. 1-2 count. He hits it to right, and that is going to be caught. Ramos cannot and will not attempt to go to third with one out. Here is Dominic Smith.
He's 1 for 2 on the day. We're springing away.
1-2 pitch to him. That is strike 3.
All right, so let's. We got a pinch hit here. So let's go with Nunez.
Two outs, first and second. Nunez at the plate. 1-2 to Nunez, and that is strike 3.
All right, let's stick Gesellman in there, and then we'll just send him to the end. I didn't use up some innings for us, or an inning, maybe 2.
And the final is 6-1. Gesellman does pitch the last 2 innings, and of course gives up a run because that's what he does.
Yep.
All right, Gus. So I think let's go ahead and finish today, and then we have a trade proposal. The Padres want to unload Kirby Yates for some youngsters of ours.
I mean, in the real world, probably don't make this trade because Sapuki and Batty are 2 of our better prospects. I gotta feel like they're gonna come back to me with that offer at another time. So we're gonna ignore it for now.
Okay. So here's the situation. As we head into a 3-game series with the Phillies are now a half game ahead of us.
Yep.
So this is where we're going to kick it off next Friday night. Is Mets Phillies followed by Mets Dodgers, with the Mets and the Phillies locked in a battle in late May. So we're going to wrap up May and get into we're going to at least wrap up May, and then we'll be no earlier than June 2nd when we get through next week. So next week is going to be a lot of fun, Gus. Phillies, Dodgers.
Yep. So let's look at where we are let's go to the home screen, and so we can peek at who the Phillies are pitching.
Velasquez, Arrieta, and Wheeler.
Oh, we're gonna see that.
Wheeler is on fire, 7-2 with a 1.87 ERA.
Wow.
Holy mackerel.
Who started that last game for us?
I don't know. That was Mats.
So it's going to be Stroman, DeGrom, and then Syndergaard, Wheeler. So, and then even DeGrom, Arrieta, a couple of guys who posted sub-2 ERAs in the last few years.
Well, Arrieta's won a Cy Young, right? So those are 2 Cy Young winners.
1-1, and Jake is 1-2. So
1-2, yeah. Absolutely.
And then who the Dodgers have? Ferguson, Stripling, Wood, and Wood. So we're not seeing Kershaw for the Dodgers, which is nice.
Or
not Ryu. He's a Blue Jay now.
No, I'm blanking on their other really good pitcher though.
Yeah. The kid. I can't.
Yep. In the chat. Bueller.
Bueller. Hello.
Exactly.
But we did what we needed to do against the Pirates, and
yes,
would have liked to have gone 3-3 against the D-backs and Braves, but we'll take it.
Yeah. So what were we? We played 9 games and we won 6 of them, right?
We played 10 games because it was a 4-game series against the Pirates.
Right. So we went 6-4 in 10.
Yeah.
Not bad, Gus. Not bad.
Look at the top of the division right now. 3 teams separated by 2.5 games.
Yep.
We're a half game behind the Phils going into that series, so that's going to be fun. We're going to have some good pitching matchups.
Absolutely.
We got to be getting close to getting Nimmo back.
Yeah. Taking a quick glance at some of the leaders. McNeil among the league leaders in RBI. Cano among the
we'll have
leaders.
Cano back for that series. We'll put him back in the lineup. He'll probably have another day on there, but we'll play him, and we'll be getting Nimmo back. And
Yep, McNeil tied for the most runs scored in the league as well.
yeah,
In the majors, excuse me.
I think what we'll look at next time is maybe some of the guys in the bullpen. Is it time to look at some of the guys in AAA? Maybe a Daniel Zamora, maybe a Walker Lockett, because right now Gesellman isn't doing anything for us. I don't. Can you go to? You're on pitching stats 2. Go to pitching stats 1. I don't think Brock has been great, right? No, he's been pretty bad.
No, he's got a 6.07 ERA and a 7.4 K through 9.
Even Wilson is shaky. I think Gesellman has options. Wilson doesn't. Brock doesn't. So that pigeonholes us a little bit. But we'll look at that before we get into it next week.
All right, so Gus Ramsey, this was a great time. Thank you so much for doing this. What do you say we do this again next Friday night? Phillies, Dodgers, and we'll go get them?
It's going to be huge.
Absolutely huge. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. You guys, everybody out there in the Out of the Park baseball community, I cannot thank you enough for your support. For all the support that you give us for the Dream Bracket, which has been going on. Gus, I don't know if you happened to catch any of that today. The Dream Bracket was a lot of fun.
I saw it's Reds Yankees in the World Series.
Yep, it is Yankees and the Reds in the championship. It's going to be fantastic. Monday and Tuesday. So we're going to get bonus extended coverage of this series. I'm really excited about that.
Fantastic.
Thank you for your support with the Dream Bracket. Thank you for your support of these streams. These are so much fun for us to do. Thank you for coming out for them. Thank you for your support of Out of the Park Baseball, the game, and the community. Thank you for being the best community in video games. I mean that completely. I say it all the time, and I say it because it's true. You guys absolutely are the best community in video games every single time. It's just, it's amazing. I can't thank you enough for making the place so welcoming for new fans. We have so many new fans this year for so many different reasons, and you guys make us a fun place to be. Every week I look in the stream and I see, new people coming in, and I see those new people showing up again and again. It's awesome. So thank you for making it a really welcoming place. So much going on this weekend. Saturday, we have Science Saturdays, Out of the Park tutorials with Alex. That's tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll be right here with the Perfect Team Weekly Prep. Monday night, we got This Week in Perfect Team Weekly Showdown, which is our esports show focused on our live tournaments, which has been amazing. On Tuesday night, you got 2 shows. You got Chicago Hope at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you got the Big Rich Machine at 10 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday nights, the Franchise Hockey Manager guys. Thursday nights, we got This Week in Perfect Team, a huge show, followed by the Perfect Team Playoff Push. And then we're right back here Friday night, Gus, you and me, GnR Run the Mets, with the Phillies and the Dodgers 7 days a week. We do this stuff now, all because you guys make it possible by supporting us. So thank you for doing that. Everybody, have a great weekend. Gus, you be safe and have a great weekend as well, sir. And we will talk to you again next week.